to get this truck looking like this. If you just bought it wrecked, took it to the shop and said fix it, that's about what you would it cost. We're finished up with Raptor builds, so we're looking at potential builds.
But dude, the inside is sick, dude.
Look at that. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we officially finished a 2019 Ford F-150 Raptor. I gotta say that sucker is looking super epic from the front to the back to the side. The inside, everything is just looking absolutely on point. And also we did a little bit of ripping and testing in the previous video where we finally got some air in this thing like we've been talking about. I don't know, should we get more air or should we just keep it on the ground for now, dude?
We probably should just keep it on the ground for now.
Because it did get some battle scars, but you know what? No big deal. That's kind of what this thing kind of needed. You know what I mean? Just some character,
it needed a little bit of character, like just the perfect amount. And I think that's enough character for this thing, dude.
And there is still, I'd say this thing's about 99% complete. It's not 100% because there is still a few little things that we were wanting to do, like throwing an antenna on it, probably one of them bullet ones, you know, one of the 50
one of them nice little, like, sleek looking ones,
that
dude.
Look really cool right there, make it more aerodynamic. Also, we were thinking about buffing this thing possibly. If it comes down to it, we might just throw a buff on it, probably when we get ready to sell it or something like that.
Or we can do like the protective film at the bottom, and we might end up buffing this, but I kind of like that character right there, dude. Just gives it like that little, like, touch of Goon Squad right there,
Exactly, that's how it came off the auction right there, which is pretty dang crazy, but that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna give you guys a price breakdown. We mentioned it in the previous video, and a lot of you guys actually wanted us to do it. So I say we go ahead and do some wheeling and some dealing, the wheeling and dealing challenge like we did a while back, I think on the Huracan. What else did we do that on? I don't remember.
We did it on a few vehicles, dude.
The super old white Rubicon Jeep, if you guys remember that, but we're gonna do it on this, and I think you guys are gonna be pretty surprised on what we spent on this thing. A fully built 2019 Ford F-150 Raptor here with how many miles? 3,000 miles?
3,000 miles, dude.
This thing is practically brand new. So right now we're gonna go ahead and head to the first location. Then we're gonna reveal to you guys the price that we paid to get this sucker off the auction. Alrighty guys, so we made it here to our first location after hitting up the Smoothie King and getting a quick snack because it's already lunchtime. Time is just flying. I actually had to run to the orthodontist early this morning and get some metal in my teeth right there. I had to get some braces. You know what? I wish I would have got these suckers a long time ago, but we just couldn't afford them then. But now I just want to go ahead and just straighten out my teeth. Better late than never, you know what I mean? Dude, 100%.
And health over wealth, dude, as well, dude.
That's very true. And you got to just get your smile right because if you get that all straight right there, you won't even have to talk no more. You can just smile, dude.
Next build or something, I'm just going to be walking around smiling, just pointing. You don't even have to talk.
Dude, that's insane. I actually might need to get mine straightened out too, you know, because we're always smiling on camera and stuff.
It's just like a car, you know, you get it all beat up and then at the end it's nice and straight and you just love looking at it, you know what I mean?
That's right there. But
so, I mean, and on top of that, you guys have to kind of work with me because I'm getting used to these suckers. I'll probably be used to them in like a week or so, but they're kind of getting hung on my lips. I'm trying to move my stuff around, kind of trying to it's making me talk weird, but you know what? Just work with me. We'll get this through together,
We'll get it figured out, dude. But where are we here in the Civil War battlefield or something?
Chickamauga battlefield. There's been pretty crazy battles out here, but you know what? That's how we're able to stand here right now in this beautiful land right here, dude. Just look at this, man. Wouldn't it be awesome to like drive through some of those meadows with this thing, dude?
That would be ultimate freedom right there. But this is a national park, so we're not going to do that here. We actually may have a field that we're going to go to later today, dude.
Yeah, definitely. But dude, just look at this, man. You got the blue skies with the blue on the Ford Raptor with the green grass. It just looks absolutely amazing. Dude. This is like what this thing was built for.
This ain't no city truck now, is it, dude?
But who knows, man? You can use this for the city because this thing is built for everything. You can go through the city, echo the exhaust off the walls, then you can come out to a place like this and just enjoy nature.
That's right, dude. But anyways, first thing that we're going to reveal to you guys is actually the price that we got this sucker off the auction for.
Yeah, so the winning bid for this 2019 Ford Raptor with 3,000 miles was like $39,000, and then with auction fees was $41,500. And this thing was all the way in Texas, which Danny TV hooked us up with an amazing deal to get this thing to our front doorstep for just $1,000. So $42,500 for a crashed 2019 Ford Raptor to our front door was a pretty dang good deal.
Alrighty guys, so we made it down the road here to a private farm where it is just absolutely beautiful. Just look in the background over there, dude. That is just some beautiful meadows.
Dude, this is just amazing out here, dude. Almost will rather choose farmland over what's called mountain property any day, dude.
Yeah, mountain property is pretty nice to get a view, but you got to think when you got a farm and a bunch of property here, there's a lot of maintenance. You know what I mean?
Full-time job, I guarantee it, dude.
That is crazy, but dude, we were passing by some cattle, some bulls, some regular cows. I didn't see any horses out here. Some horses. Imagine horseback riding, dude.
Dude, that'd be or cowback riding, dude. You never know. You can train on a bull riding, dude. You never know. Anything's possible
dude, you know
nowadays.
What I just thought about. Have you ever rode a horse or anything like that?
No, I have not, dude.
We ought to try that, but dude,
we got some horses right there. The horse powers.
That's right. That's the only horsepower we need for now. But anyways, we're gonna go over some of these prices over here. As you guys know, we are sitting at $42,500 for a wrecked Raptor. Now we're gonna go over all the parts and stuff. The very first thing we're gonna start with is the suspension. The first thing that we bought, the first thing that we replaced, which this whole entire axle was basically almost ripped out. So we ended up buying an axle shaft for $320. Then we ended up having to buy both leaf springs because they were out of whack and bent for $1,000. Then we ended up getting a rotor for somewhere back here and a tie rod for somewhere up front there. So I just went over all the suspension there. Then the most expensive stuff, which was the body panels, was these doors. And why do you think these doors are so expensive?
Dude, probably because they're aluminum, dude.
Exactly, dude. I'm trying to fight these bugs over here.
Cattle bugs.
Cattle bugs. But you know what? I like it, dude.
It's awesome, man. Just swat them away and just keep going.
But anyways, the doors were pretty pricey. We had to get 3 of them for $2,300. One of them was good over there. And we actually had to get a door handle for one of the doors, which I don't know which one it was because it looks like it was so professionally fixed right there.
Yes, sir, dude. I almost forget which side was damaged on this truck, dude. Every time I look at it.
Oh my goodness, it looks brand new. The door handle was $50 or $150. Then we had to get a fiberglass fender over there for $500. And also we had to get a mirror cover because this side is what took most of the licking, and that mirror cover was only $75.
Yeah, $700 is close to a new one because I think a new one was $1,300, but we were able to save it, which saved us some money, dude.
Exactly. Now moving on to the next pretty expensive piece was this whole entire quarter panel side. All we replaced was just a quarter of the quarter panel.
Quarter of the quarter panel,
but
man.
we had to buy the whole entire thing, which that thing was about $1,000.
And huge shout out to Vasily Builds because that's what made this whole entire project happen.
Yeah, without him, I don't think we'd be able to repair this so flawlessly. And the next thing that we're going to move on to is a pretty expensive piece, which is these bedsides right here, which were $700 a piece. But you know what? I'm super happy with that price because a whole entire bed would have been like $5,000.
Yes, sir, dude. So we saved a bunch of money and we learned how to change bedsides while at it, dude.
That was our first time ever doing something like that. And it was pretty dang easy, I gotta say right there. So $700 for each side and also $250 for one of these wheel wells over here. It was beyond repair, so we just had to throw a brand new one in there. Moving on to the next thing is the Fender Flares, which for all 4 Fender Flares, unfortunately we couldn't get carbon fiber, so we went with the stock ones, and they look pretty dang good in that gunmetal right there.
Yes, sir, dude.
For $1,500, pretty pricey, dude.
Man.
That right there is gonna make you run out of the bank right there.
Yeah, but how much were the carbon fiber ones, dude?
I think they were like $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah, $2,000 for the front and rear. So for the stock ones, $500 cheaper, but it looks really good as well,
super
dude.
good. The last but not least part is that glass right there. As you can tell, it's not, I almost thought it was up right there.
It looks the same up or down, dude.
dude. Exactly. That was 120 bucks. Not too bad right there. So for all these parts that we spent on this truck was exactly $9,685. So if you add that to the $42,500 price, we're gonna be sitting at $52,185 for just a fixed truck, but bone stock.
A bone stock 2019 Ford F-150 Raptor, which is a really good deal because we looked online on how much some of these trucks sell for. Would you find like a 20,000 mile truck?
For like $70,000, dude.
Man.
That's insane, and that was bone stock. So we're still gonna account, I don't know if we're gonna add the labor into this, but we're gonna kind of just show you guys what it would cost if we were to charge our labor.
Yes, sir.
But before we get to that stuff, there's a few other things that we wanna mark off. The aftermarket parts, which really just made this truck right here.
Dude, 100% made this truck. We couldn't have just put this truck back to its original form. We had to do something to it just so it has that little Goon Squad touch to it, dude.
Exactly. But we're gonna head to the next location, probably back to the house or somewhere else, who knows? But then we're gonna move through the aftermarket parts and show you guys how much we spent there. Alrighty guys, so we made it here to a buddy's shop over here, and we're just, as you guys know, we're finished up with Raptor build, so we're looking at potential builds.
So we just did a little stop by at the shop here, as you can tell right here.
Build him is up in the building.
Building some builds over here, dude. Why aren't you fixing this Lambo, man?
I got a transmission I just put in, so.
Dang, dude, that's crazy, dude. Look at all the stuff going on here. But what are we here for? This is, what year is this?
I think it's a 2020, he said.
2020 Huracan Evo smashed in the front.
Light pole mod
right there. And as you guys know, we probably have a lot of these front end parts right here because we bought that parts Lambo.
Yeah, so we got all these like major frame rails, all this like major components up front. But dude, I just wanted to take a look at it, see what it's all about over here.
Basically looks like our Lambo, just a little bit of a different color. But what really changed on the Evos is the rear end. The exhaust goes out the center, right?
Yeah, the center exhaust and the little spoiler piece right there, of course. And the interior is a lot different. It's a totally new interior.
Definitely. So we're gonna walk around it before we enter, I guess, inside, look on the inside. But it has a bunch of forged carbon around it. Dude, this thing is just absolutely insane. And have you ever seen one of these play on the auction recently?
I don't know about recently, but
They're starting to show up.
Yeah,
on auction.
I started to see more of these on the auction come up. But dude, the inside is sick, dude.
Look at that.
These seats are super epic. Evo with the carbon up top. I think these are carbon bucket seats. Got some forged carbon right here, forged carbon on the doors. But the most important thing is this screen right here, man. That is just sick.
That
dude.
is absolutely insane, and I love this color. Is this not a wrap? This ain't a wrap, dude. That's a paint right there, dude.
That's a cool color. I don't know. It's almost looks bluish, grayish. Kind of has a weird color. I don't really know about those wheels.
The wheels, I mean, that's pretty like just really plain right there.
Yeah,
I'd give it that. Let's see this rear end, dude.
Sick, dude. Look at that, man. The exhaust exit right there.
Performante style.
Yeah, and I love this little wing right here, dude. And these things, I believe the Evos are already like the Performante performance.
Really?
Like it has the Performante power. So all the Evos are basically the same, dude.
Dude, I did not know that. I absolutely love that glass right there, dude. This is insane. I guess we're going to have to probably talk it up with We Build Him over here, see if he wants to make a deal for us.
How much you want for it, bud?
How much you want for it, man? I guess.
A pack of gum and a thing of beef jerky.
Beef jerky, dude. It's in the truck. Go get it.
I'm about to go grab
Go
it.
get it. We load it up. We'll take it. guys, so it is actually the next day here. And dude, what do you think about that Evo, man?
Dude, that Evo is a sick car, dude. One of the probably the best Huracans they've made so far, dude. It looks super sick on the inside. That thing had like carbon seats and stuff like that. It was epic.
Good bit of work. Let us know what you guys think about that build. We're gonna probably look into it a little bit more, but as of right now, we ended up going to some sort of outdoor store nearby that we didn't even know existed, dude.
Dude, we just wanted to do a little celebration for finishing up this build, man. This thing was absolutely epic. It was a ton of work, a lot of late nights, early mornings, a lot of editing, just a lot of work to get this Raptor to where it's at, and it's amazing.
Dude,
man.
it is super epic right here. And yeah, we're just gonna celebrate a little bit with some kayaks, something we've never done before,
Something
dude.
we've never done. I've always wanted to own a kayak, and I mean, this is the perfect time, dude. We finished this truck off when the warm weather is starting to hit, so we're ready to hit up like some rivers, lakes, whatever. I've never kayaked before. Have you?
Never, dude.
I don't know how to do this, dude. I don't even know how to paddle, dude.
There's some kayaks where you can put like some sort of electric motors on them too.
Yeah, or they got some that you can pedal, and they got like fins that move side to side. It's crazy, but those things were super expensive.
These suckers right here were like $600 a piece. We try to get a better deal, you know. We always try to do that.
Dude,
it doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask. Heck, you can go to Walmart and try to haggle with them.
You never know. The
sometimes.
manager may be able to punch a couple buttons and get you a better deal.
15% off, dude.
But anyways, I think we're gonna go ahead and set these suckers up. There should be a paddle, a seat in here. I think you gotta have a life vest or something like that.
Definitely get a life vest, and then we're gonna see if we can hit up one of these creeks nearby and see how we float.
We're gonna see how we float, and also we can't forget we're about to reveal to you guys the price of the aftermarket parts.
Yes, sir.
Too.
So we can't forget that. So let's just go ahead and set these suckers up, and we'll go from there.
Alrighty guys, so we got a little sidetrack there with the kayaks there, but I gotta say that was an absolute blast right there. Would definitely recommend that. And also got a little sidetracked with that Huracan Evo, but you know what? That could be a possible future build, so we just had to check that out. But anyways, back onto the Raptor here, the aftermarket parts. So we're sitting at around like $52,000 right now without the aftermarket parts. And the very first thing that we ended up purchasing was actually the super sick front bumper right here from Reckless Off-Road, which we got an amazing deal there for $2,000. Then the lights were pretty dang pricey. We got these off of eBay, $1,000 for these four, then $200 for the pods there. Then moving right along, what else did we purchase? The side step, dude.
Yes,
These
sir.
are awesome, dude. Electronic side steps here. You just crack the door open, they pop out, they just disappear like Houdini as soon as you close the door right there. Super awesome. That was like $1,500.
And it's definitely probably worth it for any truck, dude.
100% right there. Moving on to the back, I guess we're gonna skip the wheels for now. We got this super sick rear bumper here, which this sucker was $1,700. We also ordered some shackles, which are still on the way, but they were like $20, so that doesn't really count there. Then of course we ended up actually getting some amber pods, which we were trying to swap them out for the front, but they were a little bit too small, so that was $200 as well. We might just throw them in the back end.
Or we might get those little corner ones that go at the bottom of the windshield, which would look pretty good, like little brackets,
Yeah,
dude.
That's a good idea right there. So moving on to the wheels, which these wheels are super sick. This is basically what made the whole entire truck, the bronze and the black right there. Fuel wheels were fairly priced as well from Reckless Off-Road again for $900 right there, dude. Just super killer on this truck. I think that's pretty much it. I mentioned
and
everything.
the bed cover. Can't forget
top,
that, dude. That thing is
Super
epic,
sick.
dude.
Made it more aerodynamic, faster on the
sir.
highways and everything. That was like $500 right there. So what the grand total of all the aftermarket parts was $8,100. So that's for all the parts that we threw on this thing.
What about the exhaust and stuff, dude?
Well, that was all sponsorships
Yes,
right there.
sir.
So we're really not going to count that. But if you guys wanted to cop some of that stuff right there, we're going to leave all the links to our sponsors. Huge shout out to BF Goodrich. These amazing tires right here, dude. The best tires out there on the market. Exhaust, course exhaust. Dude, absolutely just sounds amazing.
Knocked
dude.
it out of the park with
and
the sound,
of course,
dude.
Cobb Tune as well, dude. They tuned this truck, dude. Oh my goodness, the response and everything is just on point. Dude, this thing is fast, dude.
Almost makes us want to go stage 2, but you never know what can happen in the future,
Hey,
dude.
beware, dude. Stage 2 may be coming in the future
Yes, sir.
here really soon. But anyways, $8,100 for all aftermarket parts was brings us to a grand total of $60,135 basically fixed. So, but that's not with labor or anything.
Yeah,
should
so
we calculate our
I mean,
labor?
if you take this to a shop, there is going to be a higher price because shops charge by the hour. But you know, that's the good thing about doing everything yourself. You save a ton of money, dude.
Yep, exactly. But for materials, we'll go ahead and calculate that. We threw that together right quick. We actually worked out a deal with CarQuest on the paint. So we basically, all we had to pay for was just a clear coat, which the clear coat was like $700. Then body filler, we already had all that stuff, the rivets and all the other stuff. Diff fluid, $50 right there. Urethane glue, already had that in the garage. So a grand total of $850 for all the materials there. But I guess we're gonna probably head back to the house right now and maybe go over some of the labor costs that somebody would have to pay in order to get this truck built for them. So let's load up these kayaks and head back home. Alrighty guys, so we just got done installing this brand new Corsa Performance cold air intake right there, and I gotta say that just opened it up, especially with that exhaust and everything right there. But how much would you charge to install something like this,
Probably
dude?
about $5, dude.
$5,
Yes, sir.
Dude? That is cheap right there, but this was a super easy install. That's exactly what we're here for. We're gonna talk about what it would cost for like a shop to basically do the labor. So let's start with the bedside replacements. I'm thinking a shop, this is just rough estimates here, something that we came up with that we think maybe a professional shop would probably charge to replace this bedside and probably repair that tailgate. We're guessing like $1,000. That's fair, I think.
Yeah,
right
that's
there,
pretty
dude.
fair to replace both bedsides and fix the damage on the tailgate just to get the bed 100%. That's without the parts. That's just labor right there.
Exactly, yeah. So $1,000 there, and to replace this quarter panel, that's a pretty hefty task right there. Luckily, we had Vasily builds with the aluminum welder and all that good stuff. That's probably about another $1,000 just to get that quarter panel spliced in, sanded down, and body work and all.
Yes,
right?
sir. I mean, that's a good bit of work with, especially with the body work. Body work is the most time consuming, and that's where prices start going up,
Exactly, because
dude.
some professional shops are charging like what, like from $50 to $200 an hour. Or
Yes,
like
sir.
that?
Even more in some places. Just depends on where you live, honestly,
Exactly.
dude.
So another major task is sanding this whole entire truck and then painting the whole entire truck, which is probably going to be like what, give or take $3,000.
Yeah,
dude?
$3,000 to sand, prep, and paint this truck because, I mean, I think that's actually cheap because some people
Yes, sir.
actually charge probably upwards to like 10 grand to repaint a whole truck professionally,
Easily,
dude.
We're just trying to be fair,
Yeah,
dude. You know,
yeah.
fair and square with you guys here for reassembly of the whole entire interior, the doors, lining the gaps up and everything. I'm thinking that's going to probably go around like $1,000 as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, with the bed, putting everything back together, the door panels, the insides of the doors, everything. Yeah, I think that's a fair price,
About
dude.
$1,000 because that's going to take you probably like around 2 days. That's what it probably took us to reassemble everything. Maybe even more than 2 days because we were reassembling in sections or whatnot. Then the mods install. So if you take it to a shop to install all the mods, the front bumper, the side steps right there, the wheels and tires, I guess, and
The
stuff
rear
like
bumper,
that.
the side
lights.
step, the lights. So that's a lot of electrical work as well. But how much would you charge for something like that?
I think we talked about this a little bit earlier, and I think about $1,500, dude, because that took the side steps right there took about half the day, and wiring up that front bumper took about half a day. So that's a whole entire day's worth of work there. And then everything else here and there, like the little stuff, you know, that just
the
adds up,
exhaust
dude.
and stuff like that.
Exhaust,
You know what I mean?
Man, dude. So I think $1,500 is a fair price. Let us know what you guys think. That's just honestly what we kind of just came up with, just on the fly right there. So in labor, it would probably be about 1, 2 plus 3 is 5, 6, $7,500 in labor right there. But that's why I suggest you guys get out there and start wrenching like we do, and just do this stuff on your own. That way you can save all that labor cost.
Yeah,
dude.
but tell us exactly how much it would cost with everything if we took this to a shop and they gave us those prices, dude.
You're talking about like taking this truck wrecked over to
Yeah,
a shop?
wrecked, and how much will it end up being, dude?
So basically, see, there's the grand price right there without the labor, and you add $7,500 on that price, so it'd be $67,500 to get this truck looking like this. If you just bought it wrecked, took it to the shop and said fix it, that's about what you would it cost. But I mean, this is a fully built truck right there. I think this sucker would probably sell for around $75,000 easily.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. If somebody wants it for 75, let us know. We might just hand it over to
You never know, dude.
But anyways, that's pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. I think this is the official last Raptor video. You might see a little bit here and there of it, but make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on the next epic build. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.